dark mode. Every modern website needs it, but if you're doing it by duplicating all of your CSS, you are doing it the hard way. Today I'm going to show you the more and clean way to build a butterfly smooth dark mode toggle using the CSS variable and just 3 lines of JavaScript. Let's get into it. Create a folder on your computer. You can name it whatever you want. I'm naming it dark mode. Now let's open this folder using the Visual Studio Code. You can use other code editor if you want. Or now let's create our HTML file. I'm naming it index.html. Now let's put the boilerplate code using the shortcut. And let's change the title to dark mode toggle. Sorry, it should be dark and light toggle. Alright, we will start with a super basic HTML setup. I just have a container here and a heading inside the container, and then a paragraph that says click the button to change the vibe, and then the button, which is the most important element here, and it will have the ID of theme toggle. This is what our users will click to change the vibe. That's literally all the HTML we need. Let me quickly fix the spelling mistake I have made here. And now let's create the style file, the CSS file, style.css, and we need to connect it with our HTML file using the link tag, and it should be right between the head tag. Now for the secret sauce, CSS variables. Instead of hardcoding colors all over our style sheet, we define them once inside the root selector. Think of this as our default light theme. We have got our background color as busy color, then the text color as text color, then the button background color as button busy, and the button text color as button text. Here I have put the comment also so that it is easy to understand. Now next we create a dark theme class. Notice how we are using the exact same variables names, but just swapping out the hex code for our dark mode colors. This is the magic trick. Okay, now we need to use these variables in our HTML elements. Let's add a comment first. Apply the variables to our elements. So we need to put the variables in our body tag. So let's add the body element here. First we will add background color, and here you see var function, and here you can see the variable name VisiColor and the color. Here is another variables text color that we added earlier, and then the font family. So we can use the sans serif font, which is the default font, and we'll use display flex align item center. So we are doing this to make it centered horizontally and vertically. Align item center and justify content center. Then the height will be 100 VS. That means the 100% of the screen size. Then the text align center to make the text aligned center. Now let's have a look how it looks on the browser. I'm using the live server, which is the extension. You can also use the file from the folder. Just double click on it and it will be opened in the browsers. But what happens if we add the class dark theme manually in the body tag of our HTML file? This is the variable that we used in the CSS file to store the dark color on the variables. Now let's check it in the browser. Boom, it is changed to the dark theme color. Now we have to add a transition animation so that the color changes smoothly. You can do it with the transition property, transition, and the background color will be changed smoothly along with the color, text color, and the animation will be 4.4 seconds each. I will explain it at the end of the video, so bear with me. Now let's have some design for the button. You can use the background color, and here we will use the var function again to use the button busy variable, which is the button background color, and then the color. This is also a variable called button text. Let's add some paddings, 10 pixels top and bottom and 20 pixels both sides. Then border will be none, no border, and we'll also add some border radius so that it looks round on the edges. And then the mouse cursor will be the pointer. Let's also add the transition as we add for the body tag, so that the button color changes smoothly when we click on it. This time we will add it only for the background color, so that the background color changes smoothly when you click on the button, and it will be fine for a second. It looking very good so far. Now let's remove the class name that we added on the body tag manually to have a preview. Now let's check again on the browser. Yeah, it is changed to the light theme again. Finally, we need to add the JavaScript file so that the theme switching works perfectly when someone clicks on the button. We name it the script.js file, and we need to connect it with our HTML file. So the code needs to be put right before the body tag, script, and the assert theme in the source, the name of the file, which is script.js. First of all, we'll create a variable called toggle button, where we'll grab the button ID using the document.getElementById. As you know, the ID of the button was theme toggle. We'll have to put exactly this variable name inside the getElementById function. Now let's add a event listener to this variable. We can do it using the add event listener method. And here the first parameter will be the name of the event, which is click, and the second parameter will be a function where there will be the action. So basically what will happen when someone clicks on the button. Inside this function or listener, event listener, we target the document.body and look at its class list and use the built-in toggle method to add or remove the dark theme class, which we have added already in the style.css file. And that's it, only 3 lines of codes. Now let's have a look at the output. Let's click on the button, the toggle button, and it changes smoothly to the dark theme, and when you click again it changes to the light theme very smoothly. Now let me explain the transition properties that we added in the body element. Let's remove it so that I can explain it to you. And let's check the output again. Now it will look a little bit harsh. You see, it does not look smooth. So that's the reason we need to use the transition property. Whenever it changes the state, it changes smoothly. There you go, now it is looking very good. If you want to know how to save the user's preference in local storage so it stays dark even if they refresh the page, let me know in the comments and I will make a part 2. Drop a like if this helped and subscribe for more quick tips, and I will see you in the next one.